What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at @6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good, y'all? Sixth element of hip hop. I am your host, Reno Noir. This is your co-host right here, Stu Dog. What up, Stu?
What up?
We got a special guest joining us today, someone that we've never seen on the show before. Her name is the High Heeled Gamer, and you can check her out at the High Heeled Gamer on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel, but she'll be on here probably about 7:15ish, and we'll chop it up with her. In the meantime, though, we do have a great show tonight. Of course, as always, y'all know what it is. We got we want to talk about Terminator Zero because that shit was phenomenal, man. I mean, wow. They took the fucking franchise to whole new heights. We got and obviously the great late James Earl Jones, the voice of a generation, has crossed over to the Force. No.
Yes, James Earl Jones is now one with the Force. Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm. And so we got to do a little tribute to him because he is just, I mean, he's the voice of my childhood. Really, I mean, he's just, it's really crazy how how influential, guys. His voice was special effects. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. So we're gonna chop it up. Corey Adger, salute. What's good? And Wu-Tang Clan performed on the Staten Island Ferry the other day, owned by Pete Davidson and Colin Jost. They did the whole concert right there on the ferry. It was pretty crazy. You can watch video of it, I think, on YouTube, but they came out on the runway like with Tommy Hilfiger as part of the New York Ready to Wear Fashion Week held aboard the Staten Island Ferry on the 8th the other day last week. Bro, Raekwon had a fucking Tommy Hilfiger trench coat, dog. That shit was hard. Icons of the Forgotten Borough provided some of the most unforgettable moments of this year's New York Fashion Week. On Sunday, the decommissioned John F. Kennedy Staten Island ferry boat, which was purchased by borough natives and Saturday Night Live stars Pete Davidson, also big Wu-Tang fans, and Colin Jost through the online public auction in 2022. That's some crazy shit. Like, Pete Davidson is a crazy motherfucker, dog, and that's some shit he would do is buy the Staten Island ferry. And they hosted Tommy Hilfiger's fashion show, which debuted his new spring 2025 collection. Tommy Hilfiger said we're inspired by nautical this season. He said, but it's nautical, preppy, collegiate, all-American, and modern. So basically what Tommy Hilfiger has been since fucking it came out. Nautical, preppy, collegiate, all-American, and modern. But he said, so we needed to show it either on the water or on a boat or near the water. And then we found the Staten Island Ferry was available. So yeah, that was crazy. But Jost and Davidson, alongside comedy club owner Paul Italia, have long had plans to turn the decommissioned boat into a live entertainment venue where they would like probably do, stand-up routines, have their favorite rappers come on and bust out some shows, whatever they wanted to do, and they did it. It's crazy. But unexpected repair and remediation costs had delayed those plans, and so finally they had just done it. And so Sunday they did the fashion show. Was the first live event held on the ferry, the first of many apparently, but Let me show y'all some. Well, there's just one little picture here. The video was, or the show was dope though. It was Ghost, Ray, and
And
Meth.
meth. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a dope. That's the Wu Massacre. That's a dope lineup right there. That's yeah. There's Ghost and Ray. Ray got the Tommy trench coat, a all white trench coat. It's like damn near floor length. Well,
Yeah.
on
See, I
him,
was like, yo. And when he
yeah.
came out with it, I was like, yo,
Or
yeah, got on the
what the fuck
trench.
is he wearing? There it is. There it is.
Yeah, it is right there.
Yeah. On Meth, that shit would just come just past his waist. But Raekwon's like 5'6" or something. But plus he bow legged as fuck, so he like extra short.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy. Martin Scarelli, the guy that bought their album, has been forced to return his copies or unask his copies of the Wu album that he paid $2 million for. Had to give it up. And I'm glad because he did not fucking deserve that shit in the least. Not at
No.
all. That motherfucker was crooked, slimy, and shady as fuck, and just a nasty cracker dog. And I was mad that he had even bought that shit, and it made me just sour on the whole album. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even care about that fucking album. It's a lot behind it, but some of it is because it was Martin Scarelli's. That's just gave me a bad taste. But anyway, he has to get rid of. He has to give it up. Feds ordered him to give it up because he's a piece of shit. But yeah, Jay-Z spoke out at after Kendrick Lamar announced that he'll be performing at the 2025 Super Bowl. Kendrick shared the news on Instagram on Sunday. What the deal, everybody? My name is Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at the Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? That's how he said in the video. He said, I hope so. You know, it's the only opportunity to win a championship, right? No round twos. I wouldn't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans on February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Caption the post Super Bowl. What is it? I don't know what number that is.
I think it was
LIX.
like
Yeah.
LIX. I think it was LIX.
Yeah. New Orleans, February 2025. Hashtag Apple Music halftime. And then Jay-Z released a statement following the announcement. He said, Kendrick Lamar is truly a once-in-a-generation artist and performer. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years to come. That's quite a... I mean, damn, if Jay-Z said that shit about me, I'd be happy. That's quite a fucking... what do you call it?
Yeah. Yeah, I went. Yeah. I mean, listen, big ups to him, bro. He got the Super Bowl. What I didn't know is when they get the Super Bowl, um, they don't get paid for it. So it's sort of like when you do it, you
It's like
promote
you're doing it
yourself,
for the publicity.
right? And the publicity should generate you revenue.
Yeah.
So that's from your music or whatever the case. People will buy your music off of iTunes or whatever, stream it more, and you make some money. But I never
Yeah.
knew that until I think it was when Rihanna did the Super Bowl. And she was talking about it. I was like, yo, I always thought they paid them for that, but I
Mm.
guess not.
I guess they don't have to. Motherfuckers just want to
Nah,
be on it.
that's what Rihanna said. She was like, they don't pay you, but she said, but afterwards, people usually go buy your music, this that. So it generates revenue, and you got to promote yourself. She was saying, so the more you do to promote yourself, she said, the more you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Mm-hmm.
which I get. I kind of get it. I get it. So, and you entertaining everybody, so I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, free advertising kind of thing. Yeah. But Eminem just also broke some shit, broke a record. That's a crazy fucking record. Eminem just did shit. So Eminem just earlier this year dropped his latest album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coupe de Grace, Coup de Gras. The rapper's new offering debuted, though, at number 1 on the Billboard 200, helping him add to his collection of chart toppers. As the title continues to descend very slowly, his most successful compilation reaches a very special milestone. It's called Curtain Call The Hits. So Eminem is truly an old head now. He's got a greatest hits album. But no bullshit. It's now spent 700 weeks on the Billboard 200, making Billboard's ranking of the most consumed full lengths in the country. Only a very small number of albums have ever reached 700 weeks on Billboard 200 throughout history. Eminem is the 6th musician to hit that momentous number, and all 6 of the names above him, are definitely fucking, well, for example, you've got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Fucking classic, right?
Classic.
Uh
Classic,
classic,
man.
fucking phenomenal shit. And then in between Pink Floyd and Eminem, there's a stack of you've got Bob Marley, Legend, which
Mm.
fucking one of the best albums easily, 850 weeks on Billboard. You got Journey's Greatest Hits, which fucking another phenomenal album that I would fuck with. Journey's fucking peak.
Yeah.
You got Metallica's self-titled release, and then Creedence Clearwater Revival's Chronicle, the 20 greatest hits. That's funny. But yeah, Pink Floyd is
But
Pink Floyd. And
that Creedence Clearwater Revival, I got that out, and it
oh,
is dope.
word?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's some of their best music, man. Like you
Right.
wouldn't think Creedence Clearwater Revival, but then when you listen to the albums, they're kind of, I don't know. But that greatest hits they got, that's like all their best songs
All their
in one
hits. Yeah.
place. Yeah, that's it. That's all their best songs they hit in one place.
It's
And if you listen to it, it's it's a banger. Like if you ever like I got Hall and Oates. I got their greatest hits. It's a
right.
banger. It's
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah.
It's just a banger. It's got all their hits, but
I
all of them
got
put together in one album is a banger.
my favorite collection is the Led Zeppelin. I got the Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin. That's my favorite band in the world. That's the shit. Um,
yeah, I got the
but
Led Zeppelin one too.
Creedence Clearwater is like one of them bands that you don't really know, like, anyways, our generation, but you don't really know like what song. Like if you heard the song, you'd be like, "Oh, that I know that song," but you might not know them by name, but you know their fucking music. Um, Journey, same thing. You might know the song, you might not know what band does that song, but it's a hit. But yeah, Curtain Call, Eminem's joint, is the first hip hop album of any kind to make it to that number. And it won't be matched for some time. Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid Mad City is the second longest charting title by anyone in hip hop, and it still has a long way to go before reaching 700 weeks. He's at 620 turns on the tally, so he's got a little ways to go. Another 80 weeks. What is that? Like another fucking 6 years, 7 years. But anyway, or not weeks, months, not months, weeks. Yeah, months. I mean, anyway, this week, yeah,
Well,
Eminem
he might
set
he might hit it after the Super Bowl. You never know.
might
Hip
do. I
hop, yeah,
mean,
because
well, I
people's gonna
mean,
be.
it's not. It's about how long it stays on. So it's not like it could hit it after the Super Bowl. He has to go the distance.
No, that's what I'm saying. After the Super Bowl, probably more and more people gonna want to listen to it.
It'll
They're gonna
stay
listen to
on.
his
Yeah,
music, right?
it'll
So
help
it'll
him.
stay on. Yeah, to help
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah,
So it'll probably happen
yeah,
after the Super Bowl. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. His um, his what you call it? His set falls, losing quite a bit of ground. Last frame, it sat at number 43, where it stayed for more than one stint. Now it slips to number 80, and the compilation ranks among Eminem's list of 11 number ones on the Billboard 200. Um, so yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
take your
just
hat off to Slim. He
it's a.
worked.
I give it
Yeah,
to
he
hip
worked
hop.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
give
I
it.
give that
Yeah, but
to hip hop.
Slim worked on that, man. I mean, even
Mhm.
though he's part of hip hop, but
Yeah.
as an artist, you gotta work at it, man. Like a lot of
Mhm.
hip hop artists, the ones that put in work are the ones that become the most famous. Those are the ones that chart top, like Eminem,
Right.
DMX. Remember, DMX put out 5 platinum albums in 5 years. He was grinding, and nobody else has ever done that. So
Right.
you got to get in there. You got to get in there and get it. Ice T once said, "You got 5 years, and in that 5 years,
Yeah.
you better make it happen because that's when you're gonna be popping the most." And he was like, "You better build your fan base. You better get your album. You better do whatever you got to do." And he was right.
Mhm.
So, and worked on that, man. I give him credit because he cranked them out. He cranked like the first three out, 3 or 4. He cranked them out, and he went
Yeah.
hard. And then after that, they came. They came sporadically after that, but they came. Same
Mhm.
thing with Ghost. Ghost is the
Yeah.
most consistent person in the Wu that has put out albums. He just put out an album, Guns N'
Yeah, for
Roses. That
sure.
joint's
Yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
like it.
Ghost. Yeah, I
I
like
mean,
it
I
too.
like
It's Ghost.
I've liked everything he's done. He's my favorite MC. But
What about Ghost Dini?
I fuck with it. I like it. It's not my favorite. It's my least favorite, but it's
It's
all right.
mine
It's
too.
good. It's good.
I always throw to people because my brother's a huge Ghost fan. Ever since the Wu Tang came out, my
Yeah.
brother then like he been on Ghost since day one, and
Yeah.
I always ask him that every time he talk about Ghost. I be like, "What about Ghost Dini?" He said this. He be like, I could listen to it, but it ain't my favorite."
Yeah.
I always throw
Yeah.
that at him when he started talking about Ghost. I'm like, "What about Ghost Dini?"
Yeah. It's Ghost's favorite. Is it his
I
own? It's his
know.
favorite album of his own.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy, bro. I mean, but
yeah.
you know what?
He's,
You know what's
he
crazy
loves hip
too?
hop, or he loves R&B.
He loves R&B, yeah. And you know what's crazy? Everybody accepts it. Like everybody, like, all right,
Yeah.
like we accept it. That Ghost put it ain't a flop for him. It's just our least favorite album about of his, and but we all got it. We all listen to it, you know.
Hmm.
So
Oh shit! Check
I
this out.
got that.
Check this funny ass shit out. This is just hilarious to me. They talk so much shit. So the Acolyte fan petition shows just how right Disney was to cancel the Star Wars flop after all. So for all their yakking bullshit, all of their pointing the fingers at my man Star Wars theory and blaming us fans, talking about we review bombed it and we're haters and dude, we don't have the power to make fucking Disney cancel a show. The fuck out of here. And we don't have the power. And right wing asswipes, the ones that they're calling us all bigots, Stu. Me and you, we're right wing, uh, nationalist, fucking racists, apparently.
Okay, I'm cool with it.
But
But the show
yeah,
still got canceled.
but apparently those right wing racists have the power to make Disney cancel a show, which is again ridiculous. But
No, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
I love this. I love how this fucking article is the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Uh, but perhaps not quite the power one would need to turn back the inevitable. Disney canceled The Acolyte last month after abysmal ratings and lukewarm reviews as viewership fell with every episode after the lackluster season. Now fans have joined forces to sign a petition and plead with the House of Mouse to give the series a second chance. The show was certainly divisive, but it appears the vast majority of Star Wars fans simply don't care enough about its fate to sign a petition to save it. The Acolyte's most vociferous fans continue to champion a renewal on social media, Reddit, and other corners of the internet, but it's increasingly obvious that this is little more than a vocal minority. This is how we know, guys. This is the proof that it's a vocal minority, that it's just a little bit of people. It's not the fucking main fan base. The proof is here. They don't number enough to fucking make a petition. It says, we'll look at several petitions side by side to illustrate my point. Starting with the Acolyte, this petition has garnered just over 72,000 signatures as of this writing. Come on, guys. You can't even get a million? That's quite a few signatures compared to many TV related change.org petitions. Of course, Star Wars fans have massive fan base. So you'd expect big numbers. However, several other petitions lead me to believe that support of the Acolyte within the Star Wars community is actually pretty tepid. For instance, this petition to restore deleted scenes in Bridgerton's third season has over 75,000 signatures. Bridgerton is certainly a popular Netflix series that I've never fucking heard of, but is nowhere near as beloved as
Oh,
Star Wars.
you never heard of Bridgerton?
Nah, it doesn't
All right,
compare
we'll
to
talk
Star
about it.
Wars.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But keep going. Keep
And
going.
this is just to
But
restore
it is
some
good.
deleted.
Though. It is good.
Okay. Another
This shit's
historical
good.
another historical romance series that was recently canceled is My Lady Jane on Amazon Prime Video. Unlike The Acolyte, I really like this show. What can I say? I have eclectic taste and wrote about how wrong Amazon was to cancel it. When I heard at the news at the time I linked to change.com, the show has now received 12,615 signatures. But there's actually a second My Lady Jane petition calling for a second new season that received over 66,000 signatures, even assuming 12,000 of those are duplicates. And this is still just 1,000 fewer signatures of the Acolyte's petition. So basically, he's pointing out that these other shows that, granted, you've heard of Bridgerton, I haven't, but clearly My Lady Jane and Bridgerton are nowhere near the status of popularity as Star Wars. So if you can't garner more signatures than these shows did, it's a problem because Star Wars definitely has the numbers. Uh, for a show that almost nobody has heard of before, based on a relatively little known book, this is impressive. This many signatures on My Lady Jane proves is just how passionate this fan base is and how badly Amazon missed the mark. When I see practically the same numbers for an IP as massive as Star Wars, it's obvious that the reverse is true. Only a small slice of the fan base turned out, and Disney was right to cancel the $180 million series. The vocal online support for this show on social media and among the media neither reflects the overall fandom's antipathy toward the Acolyte or the show's quality or lack thereof. Now, Disney and Lucasfilm must ask tough questions about the future and the nature of Star Wars. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. And also, it says, what is the fundamental nature of Star Wars? The themes and what themes and values do these stories hope to convey? What makes these stories tick, and why have people connected with them on such a deep and passionate level? And how should the answers to these questions guide the future of the franchise, hopefully into something coherent and compelling? I don't care, but I think it was funny, man. I think that was just hilarious that they tried this petition and it just went nowhere. Um, Let's see. As another reader pointed out, Game of Thrones petition to remake season 8 with complete writers massed over 1.8 million signatures. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Star Wars? You couldn't break a million? Even Game of Thrones season 8 busted over damn near 2 million. Nothing came of it. Another petition urging Disney to bring the old Republic era of Star Wars to the small screen racked up 231,000 signatures. Now that shows you what even a small pocket of the Star Wars, most Star Wars fans have never heard of the old Republic, never read a Star Wars book, never read a comic, never even played a Star Wars video game. The majority of Star Wars fans have just seen the movies. So, and that's millions, right? So, for the old Republic to get 250,000, dog, and these motherfuckers couldn't even bust 80,000, bro. I'm glad that the fan base of the Acolyte can finally now see from the outside looking in how small of a bubble they occupy. They really think that they're the majority. They think that there's this small pocket of racists on YouTube that are ruining it for them.
No, not at
No,
all.
not at all. Not even
Not
a
one
little.
bit.
Not even a little.
Yeah, not one bit. Not even close. Star Wars used to be the pinnacle of TV, Hollywood, and movies because when you had sci-fi, people used to be, producers or whatever in Hollywood would be like, you know, how much of it is like Star Wars or how close is it? Like Star Wars was the template for your sci-fi. If your
Right.
sci-fi didn't have that compelling Star Wars feel or or what. It didn't even have to copy Star Wars, but it just had to feel like it. You know, you had a winner. Like they would give you throw money at you. All right, cool, because everybody was looking for the next big Star Wars, and now Star Wars is the laughing joke of Hollywood because they've ruined it. Like, I'm gonna say it. It's been ruined. It's been ruined by people who don't watch Star Wars, who aren't fans, who don't have a passion for it, who 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 don't appreciate what was put out before they put out the new stuff. Because I don't know what's wrong with this generation, but they just think that everything they do is just way better than what was done before them. Um, but you wouldn't have what you have now if it wasn't for what came before you.
Yeah,
So
kids
Star Wars
boomer.
is compelling. Yeah, Star Wars is compelling. Man. It sold toys, movies, cartoons around the world. People dress up for Halloween as Star Wars cosplay. It just
Yo,
goes on and on. It doesn't stop.
for real. Yo, welcome,
All
welcome,
right,
the
man.
high heeled gamer.
The high heeled gamer.
Hello, hello.
Salut-
How
Hi.
you doing?
salutations. Salutations.
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're on here
Mm,
talking about. Well, we actually just kind of killing time right now. We ain't really get into the meat of our subjects yet, but we chilling, man. We about to get into it.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry I was a little late, just a tiny bit late, but
You good?
dinner ran over. Gotta spend time with the fam. So
we
Absolutely,
definitely, uh, we definitely understand that.
thank you.
absolutely. Did you get to see that show Terminator Zero?
No, I haven't. We actually been watching Bad Monkey, and then we watched Eric on Netflix. And then
Mm,
I started watching, I've only watched the first episode, but a coworker of mine told me to watch Star Trek Next Gen because I've
Mhm.
never gotten around to watch it. Like it's not one of those that, oh, I hate it, or they're not into it. I just never
ho,
got around to watch it. So
ho, ho, whoa,
That's
whoa.
the Star
Wait,
Trek man right there.
whoa. Wait, time out. Wait a minute. Let me sit up for this. You have never watched
mm.
Star. What
I
about Deep
just never
Space
got
Nine?
around. Yeah, I just never got around to it. And then like back
Voyager?
in
You never
my
watched
day, we
Voyager?
didn't have streaming services. It was like you had
That's
to
right.
catch things and sometimes it wasn't like in
Whoa, whoa,
order.
whoa, whoa. Well, they had stuff like discs. And you can just go, you could have just rented them from Blockbuster or
I
bought them for
mean,
cheap on cheap and just
well,
slid
when
it in your book.
Blockbuster was around, I was still kind of young, so I was depending on mom and dad for the Blockbuster stuff. So they weren't like, "No, we not doing that."
Uh,
Yeah, we not doing
yeah.
that.
Or you
And
could have bought them
then
for cheap at a flea market or
I guess I
eBay
was
or
too busy buying like the Family Guy and like South Park.
Yeah, I definitely rock with Family
So
Guy.
I mean,
Family
at least
Guy
I'm
is
doing it
dope.
now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I hated it or nothing like that. It was just I never got around to it. At least I'm doing it
No,
now.
were you a fan of the original Star Trek or anything?
I never watched any of them.
Oh wow.
None.
What about
Period.
Star Wars? You rock.
I am there's a whole shrine right here to
Oh
Star
nice.
Wars. That whole top shelf is Hot Toys Star Wars stuff. So
Wow, nice. Very
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So sadly, we lost Vader. We lost James Earl Jones. He passed
Yeah.
away. Yeah, that was so yeah, we actually gonna talk about that too. And
did you ever watch Bridgerton?
legendary, bro. Oh yeah, before we get into that,
Yeah.
did you ever hear the show Bridgerton?
Yes. I have
Yes, everybody.
I have
Yes.
watched Bridgerton, but before Bridgerton I was watching Downton Abbey. So
Thank you. Watch that too. Great, great
yeah.
shows. Went and I
So
even seen
I
Downtown
never
Abbey.
heard of.
I even
yeah.
seen a movie for Downtown Abbey. That was
Yep.
good too.
I've seen
Yeah, that
I've
was
seen both
good.
of them and the third one's in the works. Like, yep. I like a
Yeah.
little bit of everything. I don't do like horror stuff. I do psychological thrillers, suspense. I can't do horror. I just can't.
So you couldn't
Can't.
do the Omen. You couldn't do the Omen if the Omen
Mm-mm.
came on.
So I have I guess hyper imagination, so it messes with my sleep, what I watch, at what time I watch certain things. So there's certain things
Oh,
I
you're
can't
dead.
watch
Okay.
past a certain time because if not, like I'll have not necessarily night terrors, but and the girl likes to sleep. So if my sleep gets interrupted, the whole house is like not gonna be happy. I like to sleep, eat, play video games. Those are my things right there. So
Well, speaking of games,
That's
what are you playing? What are you playing right now? Game.
So I'm an Epic Games partner. So I have to play Fortnite. If I want to get paid, I'm playing Fortnite. Um,
Okay.
but my husband got me the new Call of Duty for Christmas, and he just got me the newest season pass. So I've been playing with that. I
Black
played
Ops 6.
no, Modern Warfare, whichever
Ah,
number this
Modern
one is.
Warfare 5, 3, 3. It's
Three,
3 we're playing
yeah.
right
two.
now.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're
He
playing
was
3
like,
right now.
Got Evil 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just finished
Or is it
the
Black?
Miles Morales
No, it's
because I
Black.
have the Spider-Man collector's edition PS5. Um, and then I just got
Really?
God of War. So I play a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I have all the systems. So before people ask me which system I like them all. I got them all. I like them all. I got them
Cool.
all. They all are great. They're
I
all
like them.
terrible at
I
the same
do
time.
too.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are,
Just
and I
like
play them all too. I play them all
yep.
too. So,
yeah.
Xbox, PlayStation,
did you play?
Switch. I'm excited for the
Have you
Switch
played
too,
Wukong?
man.
No,
You
Wukong,
played
yeah.
Black
so
Wukong? Black
my
Wukong.
best friend from high school is actually playing that, and I watch his streams. It's such a beautiful game, and he's loving it. He says the controls are smooth. The only thing that I kind of don't really like about sorry,
Uh-oh.
my internet. No, my internet's gonna do that.
Okay.
Because I'm not the only streamer in the house. My whole family, we're a family of 5, and we all stream. We all
Nice.
so
Nice.
my internet's gonna do that. I have my own dedicated internet, by
Me
the
and my
way.
son are the same thing. It's me and
So
my son.
it's
Yeah.
gonna do that. It just takes a couple of seconds and I'm coming back. My
Mm.
my only thing with it is like it doesn't give you breathing room from one boss to another. And with such a beautiful game, for me, I like that breathing room so I can explore and see more of the game instead of
Mhm.
having to go from boss to boss to boss to boss. So that's just
Mm.
me. That's a
Mm.
personal preference for me.
But you can grind and get
Yeah,
money
you
so that
can, but I mean,
you can
like,
get your drip because the drip is important in that game. And so when
I
you get
mean,
your drip together, it actually helps you.
everybody
So like
plays
you can
differently.
actually.
I'm just telling you how I like to. I need a little bit
Oh
of
well,
breathing.
no, there's nothing wrong with that.
And grinding
But
gets tired. It gets tired quickly. You know what I mean? Like,
it does.
well,
It
if I
does.
wanted to
I play a
grind,
lot
I'm
of
playing
Destiny.
Diablo. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like Final
yeah. I
Fantasy.
play Destiny. Yeah, I play Destiny hard, and I see guys on there. Listen, they might as well be on there in diapers because they're on there all the time, man. And
I
they
played the
some
first
of the
one.
stuff we've done. Yeah, it's a
Yep.
lot, and they grind.
Yeah, I
I give
played the
them
first
credit.
one,
They
no
grind.
problems, and like we did the things that we needed to do and whatever. I played the second one, but I didn't play it as hard as I played the first one. The first one was, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
I get grinding and stuff like that, but sometimes it just gets too repetitive and too tiresome, and you just want to enjoy
Mhm.
the game, you want to enjoy the story, you know. So
Right.
it all just
That's
depends on what you like.
Is there a game? Is there a game that you have grinded out?
um,
Everybody's got one. Everybody's
I
got
think it would
one.
have to be Diablo 3. It would have to be Diablo
Okay.
3.
that's my joint.
Um, I played I played through it with every class and every character. So I maxed all of those characters out and then maxed all their gears out and stuff like that. So I would have to say like the heavy one would have to be Diablo 3.
Okay. And since we're on
No.
that subject, here's the question of the day because I guess it's an internet buzz right now. What do you think of the PS5 Pro?
I
Because
mean,
they
I like
dropped the
mine.
reveal yesterday. They
Yes,
dropped the
and the
reveal
price tag
yesterday.
is a whole
Uh,
is a whole month's worth of rent. Like, am I paying rent or am I buying a PS5? Like that's, I mean, the struggle is real out there for everyone. Like I don't care what
it
you know,
is. It is.
Hell yeah. What
milk
Well,
what they
let's well
prices.
asking
let's
for that
well
thing? Well, how
listen.
much
Let's
more for
well
it
no.
though?
I'm about to break it down, Reno. Okay, she's
What
right.
the fuck?
It's what 700.
Yeah.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not done.
That's not a
High Heel
tower?
Gamer. High Heel Gamer. How many discs do you have for your PlayStation?
2.
Okay.
God of
So if
War
you want to play,
and
She played both
and
of
what
actually,
them.
else? So if you want to play those two games, you're gonna have to buy the $80
mhm,
add-on
yeah,
disc,
yeah,
and it
Wow.
doesn't come with a stand to stand it up
correct,
vertical. So that's
correct.
another
I
$30.
don't. I mean,
So that's
I'm
eight
not buying it
hundred.
because I already went
As
into debt for the Spider-Man one, so I don't need it. Um,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right
saying? Like
now,
I
if
went and
they
got
come
my
out with a special
collector's.
edition,
that's hard.
It depends on the.
exactly.
It
If they
depends
come
on
out
the
with a
special
special
edition.
edition of that, yeah,
It
how much do you
depends on the
think that
special
would
edition.
cost if they came out with a special edition?
It, w-
That would
well,
be
first
that'd
of
be over
all,
$1,000.
first of all, I'm already in trouble for the collector's edition Spider-Man because I didn't tell
Ooh.
not no one. I just told the guy that I had to order. Like when I hit order, whoever shipped it, those are the only people that knew, and UPS when they brought it home. And then when it appeared, I had to play the "Oh my god, how did that get here?" type of thing. So I'm already in trouble for it.
No, it must have been
I
a fan sent me that or something.
I was like, "Oh my god, where did that come from?" And everybody was like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
we've
thanks,
all done
thanks,
that.
mom, thanks, mom. Guess ramen noodles for the month it is." And I'm like, "My kids are old, so it's fine. No kids are starving. My kids are hella old.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah, of course.
they're hella old." But I mean,
Yeah, now we understand.
I'm not. I'm already struggling with space for the game and for the
Yeah.
system already because I got what is it, the PlayStation Plus stuff or whatever it is. So they give you the free games and then update this, update that, and you trying to download stuff and all this other craziness. And then, um, so I tend to be a frantic player. So I'm pressing
Mm.
buttons. Next thing you know, I done recorded something, screenshotted something, and then the PlayStation's yelling at me like, "We need more space." I just
Mm.
I
Right.
think I think personally, my personal opinion, um, is not what it used to be. And I get that everything in life evolves and grows and stuff like that, but I miss the excitement that video games used to be. I miss the excitement of what consoles used to be.
Yeah,
And
we
I
all do. Yeah.
yeah, and I find myself less and less like excited about something. I find myself more skeptical. Like, is it
Mm.
good? Like, how many updates am I gonna get when I buy the game? Like, I'm already paying $7 for the game. Like, let's say that, right? I'm paying
Right.
$7 for the game. I put the
Mhm.
game in and it's like, hey, you need to update because we didn't really finish the game correctly. There's bugs, glitches, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you can't really play with your friends, even though we said you were going to play with your friends. And then the news is all over the place like, hey, this game sold millions of dollars, but we're firing the whole entire studio. So it's just like, well, what's the point? These people slaved away for a half-ass game. You're firing the whole entire thing, and then you still didn't even give me what I promised, and there goes $70 down the drain because you're gonna go to GameStop and they're gonna be like $70. Here's $7. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
You're
this
right.
point,
And then they turn around and sell it for 50. So yeah.
yeah. So I
Now
don't know. I don't
retro
know.
gaming. What's your retro gaming like?
What's my
Are you doing any
retro
retro
gaming
gaming?
like?
Yeah. Are you doing any
Um,
retro gaming?
um. Well, I have. Oh my god, what do I have? I have. I have my Dreamcast. I have the original
Okay.
Halo Clear Xbox. I have a PlayStation 1, 2, both thick and thin. I have my original PSP, PS Vita.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
trying to remember what else I have. I think I have a Dreamcast somewhere. Um, I have a GameCube. Um, God, it's been so long since I've gone through the because every so often things just kind of shift. So I'm trying to remember, but I do know my N64. I do have a 64. I have most of the all the handhelds as well. So I have not original DS, excuse me, the DS Slim or whatever, the second one that came after the original 3DS.
Mhm.
The one that takes the picture. Um,
Mm.
yeah. So I'm
Ah, so
trying
you had
to,
the DS. What's it called? The Camera Boy or something like that? It had
I
like a
can't
little
remember what it is, but it's like the
It had
weird
a little
looking one,
camera
and
on
it
it.
takes the picture. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
it had the little camera on it. Yeah, yeah, it
yeah.
had the little
Hmm.
camera on it.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
emulation, how do you feel about emulation?
Um, I know, I think my husband has it. I know a couple of my friends have it. I don't mind it if it works good and doesn't mess up my stuff, like I'm good cuz like I'm not trying to sound any type of way, but like my shit's expensive. Like I could curse
Yeah.
here, right? I'm sorry, I should ask that first. I could
Oh,
curse here.
yeah, no, of
Okay.
course.
Like my shit's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like expensive. And I get in trouble constantly when things appear at the house. So I'm not trying to
Mhm.
download or get something that's gonna mess up my stuff because I'm not tech savvy. Like my nerdness stops at tech. Like I'm not tech savvy at all. So
Right.
things
Okay.
go south. I have to call
Well,
24/7 IT, my husband.
Right.
And so I don't mind it if it works and it plays well and like we could see the retro stuff, like I don't mind it. But I don't
Did you
have it.
try well since you stream a lot, did you try Ant Stream yet?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
That's well, you get a chance, try it, and you come back and we'll talk about it. When you,
Okay.
it's a streaming
You do
service.
only console? You do any PC gaming? You
I
got a
do.
PC?
It depends on what's happening. So I have Fortnite on every system because again,
Of
I'm an Epic
course.
Games
Mm,
partner. Um, so I
Nice.
do have it. So it just depends on who I'm playing with. Because if I play with my crew that's on console and I play on PC, we're not on the same type of playing field. So it just depends
Right.
on who I'm playing with and what's happening. That's why I have it on. Well, I shouldn't say all. Well, I have it on my Switch to travel. I have it on my PC if I'm playing solo, and then I have it on the PlayStation if I'm playing with my friends and stuff. So,
Nice.
How
but
many skins do you
I
have
don't do
on?
mouse and keyboard. Your girl is old. Like
No,
the gray hairs is not for show.
no.
I am
I
old. I can't all that
I
stuff
ain't
that
with it
Just can't
either.
get all. Just can't
I
get the.
can't.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
keep
the
minding my
controller better.
controller. Yeah, I'm keep
Yeah,
So
minding the
I do
yeah, I
controller.
have
like the. Yeah, I
2
like the
elite
controller. Yeah.
controllers. Yeah, so I do have 2 elite controllers. I have the Gears of War red one, and then I have
Oh wow.
the black
Oh,
the second version of the black one, and I connect that to my PC and I play with that.
And slide one of them bad boys out of there and show us that
So let's see.
Gears of War joint.
The Gears of
Nice.
War one is like my
they
absolute
were.
favorite.
Yeah, they were.
So
They were
yeah,
hard when they came out. Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
so
they were.
so it has
Yeah.
like the claw marks on it.
Yes.
And then of course
That
you have your things, and then when you open up the
I
thing,
was going to say
it
that's a.
says
That's
Scrub
a.
Killer. You
oh
see,
shit.
it won't show clearly, but you can see Scrub Killer there.
That's
And then on the back it has the cog symbol,
mhm. That's
and
sick.
then all the pads and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's one of my
Yeah, that was a
favorites.
pro controller.
Um,
That was a pro
mhm.
controller, right? When they put that out.
Yeah. Looked like the D-pad was a pro.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
elite.
it's a
It's
pro.
called an elite
It's
controller.
an elite,
Elite.
elite
Yeah,
Yeah,
controller.
elite.
Yeah,
yeah,
Xbox
Yeah.
yeah,
calls them elite. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
Xbox.
like,
Yeah. Xbox calls them elite and stuff. So, yep. So that's my so I'm a huge Gears of War fan. I have the both Gears of War consoles, the red one
Mm.
for the 360 and then the white iced one for the Xbox One. So I've met the voice actor of Dom from Gears of War.
oh
Nice.
wow.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
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 Well, are you
See.
excited for the new Gears of War coming out?
So like I said, I tend to be more skeptical than excited. Because this
Hmm.
last one was kind of not the
Yeah, it was.
greatest.
Nah, it
um,
wasn't. It really
so
wasn't.
Yeah,
so I'm
I heard
like,
that.
they're
Now
saying they're
being
gonna come back. So hopefully,
now no
I don't know.
now being such a big fan of Gears, I have a question. Do you think that they should kind of reboot it, or just come up with a different story because it seems like the stories just keep getting just don't have what the first three had.
So nothing's ever gonna have what the first has with anything, right? So think
Right.
of your favorite first stuff, right? It's not gonna hold
Mhm.
that same wow factor. It could hold like a oh that was cool or that's a nice twist, but it's not gonna hold that wow factor for you. Like the moment you saw Avengers assemble together, like you're
Right.
not gonna have that moment.
Can't
You
do
know what I
that
mean?
twice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have the chills when Cap says it in, and he's everybody comes full circle. You'll have the chills, and that's
Right.
great. You won't have that wow moment, and I feel like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the same as Gears. I'm not a fan of reboots. I'm not a fan of remakes. Like leave shit
Mhm.
as it is. Um, is there more story to explore? Yes, and that's why they try to do like the whole JD and Kate stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just it's a matter of how much of the lore you want to put into it, right? And how much of the lore you want to explore. And then there's everything has to come together. Writing has to come together. The voice acting has to come together. And you can't be tough and whiny at the same time. Like that just doesn't work for me. Like it's either you're whiny and then you grow into being tough, right?
And then you
Or you're
stay tough.
tough and you learn how to, soften yourself up. That's called character growth, right? But you can't be whiny and tough at the exact same time. Like that's not like I'm not gonna tell you to go F yourself and be like, oh my god, but I love you so much. Again, that's not not like a thing for me. You know what I mean? So, and I don't like overly whiny characters. So, um, I'm hoping that they strip everything back because this is supposed to be a prequel, and I can have fun with it. But I'm not expecting to be like, oh my god, wow, you know. Not, and
Yeah.
plus, I've read the books, so
Oh wow.
Oh, so that kind of does it for you. Okay.
oh yeah, well, you know, Star Wars is the only franchise with multiple wows. I mean, please. What I'm saying is my own opinion and my own thoughts, but I did not go into the prequels going, wow, oh my God, wow. And I didn't go into this last trilogy going, oh my God, wow. That's
Nope.
not.
Nah, I mean, you only find out that Vader is Luke's father one time. You know what I mean? Like that's the big,
Mhm.
that's
You
the
only
epic.
find out that Luke kissed his twin sister once. Like, like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
only, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? And for me, like, did I like the other Star Wars movies? Yes. I'm one of the few people that would say, oh, I didn't mind the prequels. I will rewatch the prequels. I'm one of the few people that says, you know, I watch
I love it.
this last three trilogies more than once. That I have no problems. I
Mm.
enjoy it. But you're, for me, I guess because I keep saying you, it's the general you, not the specific you. Um, there's just not gonna be that moment for me more than you know.
No, I
It's just
totally.
not.
Yeah, I
Now,
agree. I
has
mean,
there ever been a game that when you play it, no matter how many times you play it, it's like playing it for the first time every time you play
Mm-mm. I don't have that.
it?
I don't have
No,
that, and that's why I
I
like.
have that.
I wish I could like take back certain memories and play certain things for the. But
yes.
it's the same with movies too. Like
Same with
I'm
movies,
yeah. So
shows.
I'm
Like,
a
man, I wish I could see
huge
that again for the first
yeah,
time.
yeah. So I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. I'm a huge
Yeah.
Ghostbusters fan. Like, you know, growing up seeing what the special effects of Back to the Future and the special effects of Ghostbusters, you know, you're just like, wow, this is like so cool and so amazing. And I can watch the movies 1,000 times. I can probably quote them really, really well, but I'm not gonna have that goosebump moment of watching Marty McFly watch himself
Right. Y-
watch his dad punch Biff. Like it's not. It's cool, and it's one of my favorite scenes from Back to the Future, where it's, you know, Marty
Yeah.
McFly with the leather jacket watching himself watch
Uh
his
huh.
dad punch Biff. Like
Uh huh.
that's one of my favorite scenes. But I'm never gonna ever again gonna go, damn, that was dope. Damn, that
Yeah.
was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just gonna a one and done for me,
Right.
type of thing. So I mean, I wish
Yeah.
I could, you know, have that. I still enjoy things. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy things, but I know what I'm about to see. I know it's about to happen. So there's
Yeah.
no element of surprise and
I think Goodfellas is the movie that I can just every time I watch it, I get giddy. I just
yeah,
eh,
and that's
it's a,
fine. Like getting giddy, like that's a
but
like,
it's not that whoa for the first time. Like
yeah,
oh
yeah,
my,
yeah,
you can't get that twice. You can't
yeah.
get that.
Because
Nah,
that's the
because you know
one
what's
where
gonna happen. Yeah, you know what's
um
gonna happen. You can't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
Goodfellas is the one where I can't remember his name, but he goes, "Oh, I'm funny to you. I'm a clown,
Yeah.
right?"
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
Joe
that
Pesci.
that first time that you heard that line, "Oh, so I'm funny to you, so you think I'm a
Yeah.
clown?" You were like, "Oh, damn!" Like
Like
he
oh shit.
homeboy's about to lose. Like you don't have
When
that
you
moment.
realize he's kidding for the first time, it's yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
you
fucking
don't have
beautiful.
that moment, right? Now
Yeah.
you're just like you're probably quoting it with him. You're probably saying it with him, and you're like, haha, this is one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like it just
Exactly.
changes for me. Again, that's just the me thing. Like I just can't like I'm gonna unbox a figure and I'm gonna get that nice plastic smell out of it, and I'm like, oh my god, this figure I've been waiting for forever. Not
That's
gonna
some shit. That is some shit. We got to do a show, the psychology of collecting. We got to swear to God, like you
no,
get the figure. I mean, I got hundreds of them. You can see behind me, and there's something about when you first get it, bro. Stu, I'll get them, and I won't even open them for a bit, cause like I know once I do, it's gone. Like
these
that
are
that hit.
all Last Ronin figures.
Mm.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
first of all, it's a terrible addiction. Don't do it. Second of
Oh
all, like
God.
it gets to the point where I'm so on brand that my blade is a high heel.
Oh
Like
wow.
That's
That's
small from the
dope.
brand, like, yeah. But,
That's
like, you know what I
dope.
mean? Like, you're gonna open up the stuff and you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is so great," and you're gonna pose it, different ways and put it in action shots, and then a week later, you put it in different action and then you're like, "I
Yep.
still love this figure. It's still a great figure, but it's not." You know what I mean?
You
Like,
gotta
I don't know, that's
you
just
Right.
gotta repose. But Stu, that's why I like prefer figures over statues. That's not why, but it's a part of it because you can repose them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You won't get
Yes.
so sick of it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
No,
I
I'm the
But
same way.
have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 5 statues.
yeah,
2 of
me
them were
too.
gifted to me, and then 3 of them are all nostalgia. So I have a Shira statue, I have a Gem statue, and then I have an Aurora, uh, but, what is it called? There's something or another figure.
Nice,
So, yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Like I said,
yeah.
my kids are old. They can feed themselves. Now I can buy toys.
Right. And
Exactly.
that's how it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
But, yeah, I just
That's
got
dope.
my
You
So
Shira
said you had
figure in,
Gem,
so I'm, like, super excited
Jim
to
from
open it.
Jim and the holograms.
Gem,
Yep, yep.
Jim.
yeah,
Mhm.
Gem.
I have let me
Yes,
see if I can reach it. Hold on,
that
let me see.
80s, that
Like, y'all
80s
gonna
Gem.
y'all gonna be like, "Wow," like, she wasn't even kidding.
I love it. Oh, yo, Slade, check it out. I finally chromed out your boy.
Oh, that is
So this
dope.
is my
Look at it.
gem. Yeah, and
Now,
the
I
and the
noticed that
Shira
it's
one is
in the
just as
box.
big.
I noticed that it's in the box.
Yes,
You
because I
don't
haven't
you
opened it yet. So,
Oh, yet. Okay. You do
no,
plan to.
Imma open this bad boy,
Okay.
yeah, and then the
Okay.
Shira one is just as big as this one, so
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely not one of those that leaves them in the package.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
50/50. Depends on what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah, it
a
does depend
we
on what it
got
is. If
on
it's a
this
vintage
show,
thing,
yeah, we
of
got a
course.
problem. Yeah, we got a problem on this show, and
Oh, it is good.
we it's just something we can't leave it in the box. I'm sorry.
Mm.
It
No,
it
we
doesn't.
gotta open.
It
So,
just yeah. We got
yeah,
to open them. We got to touch them. We got to
I'm
pose them.
50/50,
We got to comb
and this
them
is
out and stuff like that. We do all
There
kind of
are
trash. So
there are some things that do stay in box, certain things,
Yeah,
not everything, but there are some
yeah,
most of my stuff is open.
yeah.
I
My pops, of course, I keep in the box.
The only reason why
Yeah.
my Hot Toys went so I opened the Hot Toys. The only reason why they went
Yeah.
back into the box is because I'm trying to get the clear, case for them
Oh,
because
yeah,
mhm.
mm,
Because they collect
nice.
'cause a lot of their fabric is real,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So, like,
and it's
unlike
cloth.
pops,
Yeah.
yeah. So, unlike pops and regular figures where you can dust it and, cloth wipe it or whatever it is, you can't really do that with these. So, I have to get the glass
mm.
casing. So, that's why I open them, I pose them, I take my pictures, take my videos, and then put them back in the box. I'm like, "I'll see you later. Good night."
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, everybody's different, and
Mhm.
we don't have an affinity for boxes on this show. We
Yeah.
I've watched guys on YouTube. I forget the one guy on YouTube. He always reviewing GI Joe classifies, and he don't give a damn about that. He ripped the box open right
Oh,
on. I
yeah.
mean, like he just like, and he says it before he does it. He says, "Look, on this channel, we
Yeah.
don't care about boxes," and he just rips it right open. He tears everything out,
See,
and then he throw it. You see
that's
him
where
throwing
I'm
the
different.
box.
Yes, I know the guy. I
I
know
got
oh,
all
I
my
love
boxes.
that
I keep
video.
all my boxes. I keep all
Yeah,
my
Reno
boxes,
keeps
and
all his boxes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
because
So you see
if
for
I ever do
me
wanna resell them or whatever,
oh, okay. From
it keeps their value.
mine is twofold because once I hit the bucket, I know
Right.
these kids, my kids are gonna be like, "Yo, let's sell everything. We're not keeping." Like,
Uh-huh.
not a thing. My kids are not like this type of
They're
collectors.
not into it. Yeah, right.
But the Last
Mm.
Ronin ones, I don't know if you guys have ever collected Last Ronin or seen the Last Ronin, but they make a picture, the sides of them, and once you put the boxes together, it makes a whole little collage of pictures and stuff.
No,
So
Last Ronin is my shit. I love Last Ronin, but I don't have any figures, but,
Yeah, I don't
I've
have any
only
figures for
seen,
last
like,
one either.
one. Like, how many are there? You have a
One, 2,
bunch,
3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12, 13. There's 13 here, and then I have 4 more are still on their way from NECA themselves, which I'll never see because NECA takes forever to
oh,
send
wow.
stuff straight
Yeah,
from them. Yeah, but the
I,
Last Ronin figures are beautiful, like, beautiful. I love these things.
I've only
Yeah.
seen one, man, the one I keep seeing in Walmart of Michelangelo, of course, but,
Oh,
are
okay.
they
So
all
I've
different
got Casey.
different characters, I mean?
Yeah, I've got Casey, I've got
Okay.
Donnie, I've got Rav, and then I have the original Mikey, but in red, white,
Okay.
red and black,
Okay. Yeah.
and
Oh,
then white
nice,
and black. So
nice,
Mm,
yeah.
dope.
that is dope.
That's the comic book or the
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Like
And
it's yeah.
then let's see, I have three different foot soldiers. I have Karai, and then I have a mini black and white of so I have this one but in mini because it was a rare
Mm.
find. So I had to try to once I saw it, I was like, oh, getting my hands on this. Like nobody was like throwing elbows and stuff trying to get to the school.
Hell yeah.
Um and then so then Splinter, another Raphael, and another Michelangelo are on their way from
Mm,
NECA.
okay.
Dope.
Yep.
Dope.
And
Dope.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
then,
That
super
Splinter's
dope.
dope.
so I
Hell
also
yeah.
have the Universal Monsters um
Oh
meets
yeah, I wanted to get those.
Monsters meets TMNT. Those are beautiful too.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, so I collect like people
You collect
mostly
a lot of the higher ends. There, I mean, you're not collecting Marvel Legends and Black Series, and you're a
so
little bit between
I
that and
do.
like
Well,
yeah,
because here's the
Mafex, but
thing.
yeah.
So I do have Black Series characters. There are specific characters. I have like the third sister. I have Darth Vader, both the um all black one, obviously, and then the one that's the red variant
Yeah,
of it. I
yeah.
have Mandalorian. I have Ahsoka,
Mm.
Cad Bane. I actually have two Ahsokas. Um,
Oh,
I,
Which Ahsokas
I
do
got
you
two
now?
cat
Which
names.
Ahsokas do you have? Because Ahsoka is actually a highly sought after figure. Um,
so I
the
have the
Star Wars Black
Ahsoka.
series. If you have the Black series ones, they're highly
Mhm.
sought after, especially the first release, the first one that they ever came
I
out
don't know
with.
if it's the first
It's very
release.
hard to find.
I've had
Yeah,
it for a
they're
while.
very hard to
And then I have
find.
the Ahsoka with Mando 2-pack. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have Luke. I have Anakin. I think I have a Leia. But so for me, it's characters. So a lot of people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I only collect Marvel Legends, or I only collect NECA." For me, it depends, right? So I have
Mhm.
TMNT comes from everywhere. Like I have all of it. Um,
Right.
Marvel Legends, I literally just got Son of Hulk. So it,
Nice.
I
Oh,
like Hulk.
Scar.
I like Storm. Um, so it just depends on the character. So that's why it's a little bit of like a hodgepodge.
Just got him,
Nice.
and I just chromed his head out. I'm gonna chrome the rest of him out.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
like
usually
Yeah.
it depends, right? So a lot of the loyal subject stuff, is that what you
lick.
use?
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
liquid
Crazy.
chrome.
So is it like a marker
Liquid
or a
Chrome.
brush?
Yeah,
It's like a
it's just a
marker, but
marker.
it's like a marker, but it kind of like comes out like paint. Like it drips out. Like I mean, it doesn't drip out, but like you could like kind of you can get it on pretty like liquid, like it comes out like. But
Got it.
it's weird. It's hard to explain, I guess. I never tried
Okay,
to explain
okay.
it. It sound like
But
it sound like a mark. It's got a marker tip, like, but when you touch it, like liquid comes out. It's hard to explain, but yeah,
Okay.
liquid
Okay, okay. That's
paints.
dope.
it's like
No,
it's like
fucking amazing.
it's the best way we can explain it. It's
That's
like microwaves and non-dairy creamer. Nobody knows exactly how it works.
It just works.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, just works.
I like the way that
Yeah,
I like that. Non-dairy creamer. It just works.
Mhm.
yeah. Nobody knows
Yeah,
exactly how it works, but it just works. So
I
that's
like
what's up.
that. Yeah.
Now
So
Fortnite, what's your total skin count in Fortnite?
I don't know. I
Got them
haven't
all. Huh?
That many.
I got
That
I
many.
No,
got most.
no, not that many. Like it's not extensive. A lot of people
Uh,
think it is. It's not. So okay, two things. I'm very picky, but I'm not at the same time. Like the skin
right.
has to.
Mm.
I'm very
You like characters, or you like the Fortnite characters, or do you like when they do
I
Marvel?
Like the
like
Or,
Marvel and the Star Wars, Indiana
yeah, I
Jones.
like my own. I like characters, like
right.
well developed characters. Like
Right.
so for instance, I'm Dominican. I grew up in the 80s, so there's a show called Chapulín Colorado. Um that was out, and they made a skin of that, and I was like, 100% I need to get this. I
Wow.
have Ahsoka. I think I have a Leia. I know I have Hulk, which I was mad I bought Hulk because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, and he's like this big gigantic thing, and my whole body's a whole target, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I
that's
will
not
never
a
win with this skin. Like I can't even hide with this skin. So,
word.
yeah, I'm very
Wow.
much a
All hip hop.
character based. I had people gift me quite a few of the skins that I have, so I'll play them for about maybe a month or so, depending on the skin. Um depending and second of all, like, let me just express to you guys, I am not good at Fortnite. I did not get partnership because I have like some crazy kill death ratio and no, 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 no. My Fortnite skills are done.
Okay.
Um
What?
the
We don't believe that. We don't believe that. That's how
If
you
she's
trick us
telling
into
us, I
playing you in
believe her. She
Fortnite.
says it.
And then
You
and
gotta
then
believe her.
she's gonna trick like she'll say I'm not good and then she'll why don't you guys
Oh, you
play
think
me?
she's
And then we'll
hustling right
play her
now?
and then
Oh,
right and then
that's
she'll
cute.
destroy us in
It's
Fortnite
because you don't
and
know
then
me
we
that well. I ain't got no reason to fucking lie. My kids are grown. I'm a whole ass grandma who plays video games. I ain't got no damn reason to lie to you. We just met. Why am I gonna lie? I am trash at Fortnite. I wish my people were in here right now so they could be like, yeah, she ain't fucking lying. She is
I believe you.
terrible. Terrible. I
Well,
have a whole
I believe
compilation
you.
video
Nah.
on TikTok of me like trying to get better. Like it's hilarious. But the reason why I got Fortnite part or Epic Games partnership is because of the type of streaming that I do, where
Right.
it's
No, okay.
not skill based, it is comedy based and mental health
Mhm.
based. So
Mhm.
I let people know that this is a safe space. I let them know that they are more than welcome. And if they are having a bad day and there's no one to talk to, I will shut down the game to talk to them. And I have before. Um,
Right.
Mhm.
so, uh,
That
Epic
is
Games came
commendable.
in and watched and they saw and they, liked what they saw. We keep it 100 on my channel. Like I said, I'm a mom of 3. They're pretty much grown. I'm a grandma. My husband was in the military. Um, and we're in our 40s and we're tired.
Right.
So we keep it
Yeah, yeah.
100 on my channel. If you never haven't laughed, you can guarantee that for 2 hours you will laugh with us and at least get that dopamine boost from laughter. If you have no one to talk to or you feel alone, not only, yes, come talk to us, that's fine, but also know that we're going to guide you to 988 because I'm a very big mental health advocate. Um,
Mm.
so so there's that.
Well, tell everybody where they can find that channel.
So it's literally the High Heeled Gamer on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 p.m. to midnight with my best friend from high school. We're going on 30 years of a friendship. And my husband, who we've been married for 16 years. You can see our faces, all 3 of us, and I have a shoe cam. So every month there's a brand new pair of high heels that you get to see. They're not your traditional high heels. I've got funky ones that have like spines on them. I have ones that are uh, comic books, have like comic book slogans. This month's is like cherry blossom kind of one.
Dope.
Yeah. So like they're all funky looking, fun shoes. But it's for you to have fun and a good time. So I'm very grateful that Epic was like, she's trash.
That's dope.
So I'm very, very
That's
grateful to
dope.
Epic for the opportunity that they've given me. So
Heck yeah, that is awesome. What do you so you have you ever streamed on YouTube?
I have streamed on YouTube, but the problem is, like I said, we keep it 100 on our channel. So we curse a lot. We say a lot of crazy things. So YouTube so what I've started doing is I've started editing it. So I have 2 separate channels. I have my show, which I do podcast. I host everybody. I interview people in the comic book, video game, and cosplay industry. And then I have the gaming channel itself. So
Nice.
I'll be watching your stream from now on. Please know I am not good. I just full disclaimer. You can go after the show. Don't go now because
But
we
that's
want you.
not what it's for though.
Yeah, it's not. It's for comedy only. I tell people
Yeah.
quick stat in a hurry. And I'm like, if y'all want skills, Ninja's right there, Chica's right
Right.
there. You want skills on Call of Duty, Tactical Grandma's right there. You come to me to laugh. You come to me to laugh. Like,
That's dope. I mean, that's how I like to play those games anyway. I mean, Fortnite, a game like that, you can't take it too seriously, man. You gotta have fun with it, man.
no,
That's awesome.
I take Call of Duty
Yeah.
seriously though, because like,
That's serious.
but
That's more serious.
I still have fun. I still laugh. I still, kiki it up,
See,
as
I'm in
they
a
say. But
see now. See, I'm in a clan. I'm in a clan on Destiny, and we actually started a clan that is we're older and we are more serious because we all have jobs.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't play like some of the other guys or the young guys. We don't have any clan jumpers in my clan. None of that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we take it serious and we play a lot of Reno called me early and I'm yelling playing the game. I'm like, shoot him, like get him. And we
It's like,
you
what
know
the
we
fuck?
but yeah. So but the thing is we've actually met each other. Like we've all gotten together and met each other. We have each other's phone numbers. We call each other personally
Mhm.
and things
Yeah.
like that. But the one thing that we did do in the clan, we have a couple of female gamers, and when they first started, they weren't really good, and we
Oh,
would
damn.
always take up for them. Yeah, we would take up because we were playing one day, and one of the guys we were doing a raid, I think it was, and one of the female gamers, she wasn't good at the raid, and she had only done it a few times. This one guy, he's like yelling at her, like, "Oh, get it together!" So we
Oh
stopped the
wow.
whole raid. We literally
Yeah.
stopped the whole raid. Before we kicked the guy, we all cussed him out because it's six of us. So four of us was like, "Look, when we on here, we have fun. I understand that you might be a little too serious about it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah. Yeah.
serious, but
Mhm.
you're up here, and
Yeah.
you will not be yelling at anybody. You will not be disrespecting anybody, and you can go." We kicked him, and we just told him like, "Look, we just here to have fun. If
Yeah.
we complete it or not, it's just the main goal is we want to have
Yeah.
fun. This is our Zen moment, our relaxed time, and that's
Exactly.
what we're
Yeah.
doing. Right? We're not here for all that,
Well, because
intensity."
I mean, the way we see it, first of all, like, let's keep it 100, right? It sucks out there in the world. Flipping sucks.
It
You're
does.
probably
It
slaving away
does.
at a job you don't like, right? And if you like the job, the money that you're making, you still like, if you can afford groceries, kudos to you. But let me
Right.
just express to you how I went from paying $150 to almost $300 buying the exact same groceries for why. You know what I mean? And then you never know what a person's going through in life. You never know what's happening. So why am I going to sit there and a just give you more anxiety watching me play, right?
Right.
And B, why am I going to sit there and just not look at you? Like, why am I not going to interact with you? Why? You never know what a
Yeah.
person's going to be like. And then, I'm very proud of myself with my troll rate as well, because people will come into the chat and think that they're going to troll me. And I'm just like, you're telling no lies, because they're like, you suck. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Hmm.
Thank you. What
Right.
else are you trying to say? Or they're like, oh my God, you're so old. Whose grandma are you? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. Like, my grandson's name is, this, and he's 3 years old. And hi, and they're like, nothing phases you. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you not know? I actually live life. Like, whatever you're typing on your
Right.
little keyboard is nothing compared to what I've been told to my face
Yeah.
out there in the world. You know what I mean? So, like,
Mhm.
Well, in the 80s,
they end up I have your you're not good at Fortnite, but hubba hubba. uh Thanks. Thank you. I wonder if is that you, Zach, my husband?
no, that's our resident. That's one of our
Oh,
resident.
no, thank
What do you
Slade
call
is
it?
you. You can
Slade
tell I'm
is
not used to
yeah,
compliments.
Slade is
Oh my God, thanks.
Slade
Um,
is Slade is one of he's one of our moderators,
oh,
Moderate.
and
That's what I can moderate.
he's also a big
oh,
fan of the
well,
show, man.
thank
Big
you.
ups,
But
big
yeah,
ups to
I
Slade.
mean,
Peace, Slade. Please, peace,
out
peace,
of
peace, Slade.
out of the
Peace.
4 trolls that I've had, 3 of them ended up going, you know what? I actually like you, and they follow me, and they're
Mhm.
nice now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah. You can
you
turn
know what I
somebody
mean?
just by being nice to them.
I mean,
You
first of
might come
all,
at
like, let's 1, I'm a female. 2,
right.
I'm Hispanic. 3, I grew up in the 80s. The 80s. Okay? Where
Yeah. It ain't nothing phasing you if you grew up. Yeah, we all grew up in the 80s.
Come
Ain't
on,
nothing
bro.
phasing us.
wait,
We're
This ain't
good.
I'm gonna give it to you
this ain't
even
Gen
better.
Z.
In the 80s, in Bronx, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you're gonna
Forget
type
about
on
it.
that keyboard that I'm gonna be like, oh my god, you offended me. Like, it's been said to my face 1,000 times, probably by my own mother. Like, let's just keep it what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so like I get when people want to be serious about the gaming because that's just the way they game, and I get that because I have my games that I'm just like zoned in, locked in. Like I warn the kids, like, hey, I'm about to play this game. Unless you're,
Yeah.
bleeding or there's an emergency, like don't come in here unless you want to get yelled at. Like, and like I said, my kids are older, so they get it, right? But why? I'm here to entertain you, right? Like I'm here to all of us to have fun. That's like a comedian. You go into a comedy show and the comedian's just telling you how depressed life is. Like, I already knew that. And there's
Yeah.
no jokes, like no nothing, like, so
Yeah.
that's just, it is what it is, so we're here to have fun. Gaming is supposed to be fun. Like, yeah, it could be stressful. Like, I played Mario Brothers when there was no save mode.
Mm-hmm.
That you want to
Them
talk
games
about
get
Yeah.
hard.
stressful? You want to talk about
Yeah.
stressful? Let's
I
talk about
mean,
playing the first Mario Brothers, no save mode, and dinner's ready. And your mom's like, if you don't get off this game, and you're like this close to finally beating it.
Ninja Gaiden on Nintendo. Shit, any Nintendo game really.
Let me
Shit.
tell you, Ninja Gaiden was
Life was
frustrating. It
that
should
was
be
a
more broken TVs out there.
Mega Man
But,
and Ninja Gaiden I used to. But yeah, them was my joints
yeah.
though. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd
So
be up all night, bro, just playing them, saying, trying to, and I'm trying to tell my son, like, we didn't have ergonomic controllers. Them shits was a rectangle, and your thumb was scarred and fucking calloused and fucked up.
indented.
Yeah.
Yes, on
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was crazy back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now they got these little save modes and auto save. Like you don't even have to worry. Like it auto
Save
saves for
state.
you.
Auto save,
Yeah.
huh? You're like, "Brrr," pick up where I
I
left
be
off.
yo,
What?
I love how you could get, like, you play them old Nintendo games on the emulators and shit, and you could save state and just save all them games like
Yeah.
wherever you want. Oh,
We
that's
did that with
uh,
Super Mario Brothers 3. So that's like one of my top favorite games, Super Mario Brothers 3. And I was like, oh
hell
my
yeah.
god, look at this little save thing. Like,
The
this is
Nuki.
awesome. It's
Yeah, I
great.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
I love playing that on there. Now I did buy an AY and Odin, and I emulated just about every system you named earlier on it.
Oh
I got
wow.
Dreamcast.
Mm.
I got Dreamcast. I got all the Game Boys, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System. I got PS
I had a
Vita,
TurboGrafx 16.
PSI. I got
Jaguar.
TurboGrafx 16. I emulated
Yeah.
that on my Odin. I got
I had
Intellivision,
one back in the
ColecoVision.
day in the 80s. I had it, or when it
I
came out.
never
I think
had one. I
it was
always
89,
that was
91.
like in the 80s. Yeah, that was like late
I think it was
80s.
like
I
91. I'm gonna
always
check
yeah.
TurboGrafx 16. But yeah, I had
Hang
one
on,
of
I'll
them.
tell you right now.
Pull it up on the Ask Alexa computer.
Good old
TurboGrafx.
Alexa.
You know what I'm saying? That's some new millennium shit right there. We did not have.
1987
87.
and
When did it release in the
89.
US? When did it release in the
89.
US? 89. Okay.
89.
That's when I had it, 89. Because I was that was
And
fifth.
was
That was the
discontinued in
summer of fifth grade
1994.
to sixth grade. Yeah, I was just going into middle school and I got that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
Can't stop
lasted for
running.
5 years. Had a 5 year
Dang.
shelf life in the US.
Wow.
Lasted until 94. Lasted until 94. 89
Did
to
it really?
94.
Oh
Yep.
wow.
It was discontinued in 94 in the US.
I had, man, it came with Bonk's Adventure, was this big headed little dude, man, headbutting shit.
Yeah, I
Remember
got
that?
that. Reno, I
Yeah.
actually emulated that. I have that on my Odin.
Yeah.
Wow,
I got
Bonk.
Bonk's
Bonk.
Adventure.
I haven't
Yeah.
heard that in like forever. Like my brain is firing all these little. You ever had that where somebody mentioned something that you hadn't thought about for
You just
forever and
start
it unlocks like a whole.
a new chamber. Yeah. Nah, there was another game too. I can't think of the name. It was a martial arts game, fighting game. Nah, I'll never think of
Kung Fu or Year
it.
Kung Fu.
This could have been.
Which
Could have
ones?
been.
All
I
right.
don't know. I mean, it had like, Mortal Kombat sized characters. And I know there was a Bruce Lee looking dude. Was it a fighting game or a side scroller? Might have been a side scroller. I'm telling you, bro. I was like 11. I don't remember, but it
Dang.
was dope. But yeah, that was
Hmm.
dope. Turbo got it was right around the time Jaguar came out. Remember the Jaguar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jaguar emulated
Yeah,
That's
on my
nuts. That's
Odin.
crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Neo
Uh,
Geo,
You, I got Neo Geo, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo
Dreamcast.
Geo Color.
My,
I
that
got
was the shit.
Dreamcast. I got 351 Dreamcast games emulated on my Odin.
they made that many? I didn't even
I
think
know,
that.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, Dreamcast had more than
yeah.
100 games
Listen,
on
I'll go get it. I'll
I
show
thought
it
they
to.
had like
Listen,
70
I'll go get
maybe.
it and show it to you. It'll blow your mind. You'll be like, whoa, like,
That's nuts.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
300, yeah,
Yeah.
351 games. Yeah, I got
Man.
Nintendo 64 emulated. I got I got every Nintendo system ever made up until Wii and Wii U emulated on my Odin. Uh, all of them. I got them all, and I play them all. So
Norrin
Yeah.
Rad,
RIP.
Luke,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Jones, R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Yeah. One of the greatest
Jones
voices out there.
might be the best known as the voice of Darth Vader, and Mufasa.
Mufasa, the
But
dad from Coming to America.
yes,
Yeah.
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 Did you
George
know that
Lucas
him and
said,
Carrie Fisher never met until like a few years ago?
"Oh,
Like I forget. It was in the. It was way
yeah,
after Star Wars. Yeah, they
yeah,"
never
because
met.
he was
They
never on set. He just did
Mm-mm.
the
It was
never.
his
voice.
Yeah, he
voice.
just did the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
It was his
Yeah.
voice. Yeah.
But yeah, George Lucas said, he said, "I knew the voice had to be very, very special for whoever, Vader was." He said it was really down to a choice between Orson Welles and James Earl Jones.
Wow.
And he said James Earl Jones won hands down.
Orson Welles. Wow. We could have had a Orson Welles Darth Vader. It's crazy.
Yeah, that would be a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
People wouldn't have been so surprised when that crusty old white dude was under the helmet when that shit came off. I know a lot. Listen, I thought Vader was black. I thought Destro was black. Destro's Scottish.
Scottish,
Fuck.
yes, he's
Yeah.
Scottish. Yes, sir. He
But
don't
yeah,
sound Scottish, but he's Scottish. Yeah.
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 47 years, James Earl Jones has been synonymous with Darth Vader in the minds of Star Wars fans. He's one of 14 different actors who've played Darth Vader, in one medium or another. But his voice has never. I mean, obviously nobody can touch that shit. But
Yeah.
93 years old, just passed away. 93. So had a great full life.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, did shit. Nobody
Yeah.
else. His
Yeah.
friends and colleagues are stepping forward to give heartfelt tributes and whatnot. And he was, of course, so much more than Vader, of course. But they here's this little art piece somebody came out. This is like all the people that have died that were Star Wars
Yeah.
characters.
Yep.
Yeah, you have
Oh, wow,
it's
Carrie Fisher,
Yep.
yeah, you got what?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca,
R2,
R2D2, Kenny
Chewbacca.
Baker, yeah, Alec Guinness,
So,
Obi-Wan, Peter
Obi-Wan. Yep.
Mayhew,
wait a
Yep.
yeah,
minute, Count
Christopher
Dooku
Lee,
died?
Count Dooku,
Stop,
yeah,
bro.
Christopher Lee, yeah,
Yeah.
Get out,
yeah,
man.
Mm-hmm.
Balin
I'm blown
Scroll,
away by that.
Ray Stevenson, Jeremy Bullock, the original Boba Fett, Peter Cushing, Governor Tarkin's dead, Grief
Oh, yeah,
Karga,
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Carl Weathers,
Who's Carter? What Carl? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Carl Weathers.
Carl
Yeah,
Weathers,
Yep.
yeah,
Carl Weathers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just
Yep.
died, what, like a year or two ago? A year
I
ago?
want to say last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 last year.
yeah.
Oh, man.
We talked about it on the show. We talked about it.
Yep.
I don't know if you were on, maybe. Even, I don't know. I thought you were there. But yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
He him and you had David Prose, who actually played Vader in the suit, the guy that actually wore the suit, that walked around, as Vader, that James was doing the voice, and Sebastian Shaw, who played Vader when he was unmasked, the crusty old white dude I was talking about. That's Sebastian Shaw. And the
They
art
have the
dude,
kid that played Anakin on there. I can't, because the kid who played Anakin, isn't he?
he's not dead though.
Is he
No,
not?
he's not dead.
Thought he
No, he's
was.
grown, but he ain't dead.
Hmm.
No, he just did
I
the
don't know.
show,
Thought
the Kenobi show.
I thought the little kid that played Anakin passed away. I don't know why.
Oh, the little boy, the
Yeah,
young
yeah,
Anakin. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
could
Yeah,
have
don't know.
that's a
sworn he
good
passed.
question.
Now
Hmm.
no, I gotta Google this. Hold on.
Yeah, I could have
Yeah,
sworn
yeah,
the
yeah,
kid
definitely.
that played Anakin, young Anakin, passed. I mean, I could be wrong. He could have just been in jail.
I know he definitely, fell off acting wise. He
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Let's see, Jake Lloyd. attends Wizard World's Philadelphia Comic Con. No, hold on. Born 1989. He's not dead.
Oh, okay.
35 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was dead. Oops.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Thank God. No, it says a child star actor in mental health rehab. Okay, following a psychotic break, his mother said. Yeah,
Got it.
and
Okay. Okay.
you know, a lot of that mental, stress that he probably went through had a lot to do with him getting, ragged on
Oh,
about
yeah.
that
Exactly.
his acting was.
Yeah. I'm like, he was like
It's not
fine.
his fault though. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah, he
mean,
was a kid. Man.
here's the thing though. Listen, it was the fault of whoever casted him and whoever directed him. He's a
And his
kid.
acting coach. Like, I mean, like,
His,
let's be real.
exactly.
Plus, you don't get better the first time. You get better every time you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
Right.
that was his
They
first,
should they should
you
have
know,
cast a more seasoned kid. They
yeah,
could have cast a kid his age that had done, TV shows or movies or whatever. But I guess he wanted someone unknown that had never been on anything
yeah,
before. That was his goal. So, but again, I think George Lucas's or the casting director, their choices for why they picked him. I don't know. I don't get it.
yeah. So, I mean, it
I
definitely
mean,
does suck.
he couldn't have. His audition couldn't have went very well. I mean, he's just very dry. He just, I don't
Yeah,
know, it's not. He had no sort of like charisma or anything. And again, it was not his fault. Of course, he's a little kid, but why cast him for that? I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, it
I don't
it,
get
it
that.
kind of that and Jar Jar low key ruined that movie for me. Like I love that movie, everything about it except those two things.
I don't even mind the kid so much just because it's a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
unless you're born with it, sometimes acting is just you got to keep, practicing and getting better. I mean, you don't succeed without failure. You know what I mean? Um, he need he need to try.
he needs
Um,
to show.
like that kind of. So I don't mind the kid. Like I can overlook it because
Yeah,
again, it's a kid. But yeah,
right.
Jar Jar hurts.
Yeah, that was.
So I'm glad I'm glad the actor got his redemption arc. So
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
people hated Jar
definitely.
Jar. They
yeah.
had whole websites dedicated to killing Jar Jar Binks and
Yeah,
Bert. I don't know why.
he ended up not being that bad. Like in the second and third movies, he wasn't annoying at all. Really, he was
Yeah.
just a regular, a Star Wars alien doing weird shit. But that was fine.
Yeah.
Way too much of the nonsense in the first movie, but so much about the first movie is so good to me. I mean, I love the prequels, but the sequels, not a fan. We know that. I definitely didn't like those too much. But yeah, James Earl Jones, man, uh, legendary voice actor, legendary actor. I mean, not just
Yeah.
voice actor, obviously, but yeah, he was Mufasa as well. In Lion King, another iconic. And then he did the remake, which obviously they shouldn't have done. I think he was probably past time when he should have been doing that, but it it fucking was massively successful. But his first movie role was 1964's Doctor Strangelove, or How I
Mm.
Learned to Stop Worrying in the Love Bomb. But yeah, from that point on, he became a prominent fixture in Hollywood. With his last role, it was Coming to America 2, which I didn't like either. But per Deadline, Jones died on the morning of September 9th. His representatives confirmed the news. The cause of death was not provided at the time of the publication, but it was confirmed that he passed away at his home in Dutchess County, New York. Tributes begin pouring in and across the internet, and including one from Mark Hamill, who played Jones's on-screen son,
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker. He just wrote
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sad shit. But his career spanned obviously over 6 decades, and saw him become one of the few performers to achieve the EGOT status, which means that he won a
He got
Grammy, an Emmy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Yep, EGOT. I think there's 8 people that have EGOTs.
Yeah, EGOT's right. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Every single one. How do you get a Grammy? How does he have a Grammy? What did he do? What did he
It's
sing?
either so Grammys are either um uh
Can it be voice
comedy
acting?
comedy record or
An
any type
album.
of album. So he
Uh,
might have
Mm.
sang something or might have recorded something.
yeah. Let's see. What does it say? It says his Emmy or his Grammy was for the Great American Documents. So he probably read some documents on a recording in 1977.
Hmm.
And
It's
yeah, that's his Grammy, the
yeah.
Great American Documents. You got the Emmy for Heat Wave in 91 and an Emmy for Gabriel's Fire in 91 and an Emmy for Summer's End in 2000. Got the Oscar for the Honorary Lifetime Achievement in 2011 and got the Tony for Great White Hope in 69, Fences in 87, and Honorary Lifetime Achievement in 2017. They remade Great White Hope and Fences.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, his voice, the presence on screen and the resonance and stuff like that, which he used to create one of the most iconic villains of all time. I mean, Darth Vader would not be Darth Vader without
No.
James Earl Jones at all. Imagine it.
No.
Imagine like you. I think you can go online. You can go on YouTube and see Vader voiced by like other people. It's ridiculous. Like it doesn't even.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, doesn't even work.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did come back for like other. He did like other Star Wars projects. He did like Rogue One and stuff like that. So he did come back and do the voice for later Star Wars movies and stuff too. But yeah, man, he bringing such vivid characters to life, both in person and through his voice. He's become part of film history, an icon. His memory will definitely, his legend is definitely not going anywhere. He's definitely not going to fade away. That
No.
dude
Yeah.
he made his mark.
Yep. Straight legend.
Absolutely.
Legend ain't the word. Legend ain't the word. It really ain't. I mean, 90 something years old, playing some of that most
Yeah.
iconic movies we've ever seen, and some we never heard of. Uh, but you gotta take your hat off. So that's all you can do.
This dude,
And today is also 9/11. I
Yep.
forgot to mention it.
23 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah, yup.
Mm.
Speaking of
And
9/11,
just like,
what do you want to say?
I was going to say, just like with the death of Kennedy, everybody knows where they were on that day.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, I remember that shit. Um, I was going to the store to buy a blunt. Like he got up early, getting ready to go wake and bake, hit the going to the corner, and I heard the dude on the radio was going or said something about the Pentagon was on fire. And I'm like, what the fuck? The Pentagon's on fire. And I was like, whatever. And I got my blunt and went back home. I come back and I turn the TV on and the towers are burning. The like I saw the tower fall live on TV. Like that shit
Yeah, I
was
did too. Yeah.
yeah, insane. Insane. What are you looking at?
Oh, making sure it's not my kids.
Oh, I thought you had chills or something.
Oh no. So my Apple Watch now
Yeah.
has become my paranoia watch because I'm
Oh shit.
every time it buzzes, I'm like, is it one of my kids? Is it one of my
Yeah,
kids? Is it one?
yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
Nah. But nah, you're good. But yeah, nah, we gotta wrap it up here anyway. We didn't really get to the Terminator review. I promise y'all we're gonna talk about that
Sorry
show.
about that.
Nah, it was I much prefer what we did. And then but yeah, Saturday we'll definitely we'll do the review for the Terminator. But Stu, I know you got to get to fighting crime. Um but I just had to
Yes.
say, like, speaking of 9/11, like, did y'all see the debate last night? Speaking, I
No,
don't know, just thinking
I
of
don't
politics.
Yeah, we
I don't
seen.
watch
Yeah,
TV.
no, we
Uh,
seen it. I watched it.
You watched it?
Listen, man,
What were you
I
saying?
just got.
No, what was she saying?
Me? Oh, I don't
Yeah.
watch political things. I get cliff notes the next day, so like I'll ask
Oh, okay.
people, trusted people. I don't do the please. Thank you.
Welcome
Um,
anytime. Anytime.
Thank you. But so I have I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from depression, and I suffer
Me
from a
too.
slight paranoia. So I don't watch those things to keep my mental health at,
Mm.
healthy.
Oh, smart.
So I ask a trusted individual, like, okay, so what was said in Cliff Notes version? And
Yeah.
then, from I have my political views, yes, but I try not to deep dive into it because if not, I'm gonna like not be okay. So I don't
Well,
watch it.
basically, Kamala just completely just demolished Trump. I mean, just made him look like a complete asshole. He just sat up there basically talking about the same nonsense, same rhetoric, the same, braggadocious, same, divisive bullshit. Didn't talk really about any policy, made no points. Didn't, I mean, she was just like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And he did say, I'll tell you one thing he said in Springfield, they're eating the dogs. He said the
Yeah,
people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating
Yeah,
the dogs, they're eating the
yeah,
pets.
yeah. I
yeah. Yeah,
literally
dogs. Yeah,
I woke up to my news feed with that little icon that was like marked safe from my pet being eaten. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, what was said last night that this is my whole feed? And then
Yeah.
Alf with the cat sandwich. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening? So my friend did tell me that that was said. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But that, I mean, that's the takeaway. Like that's what that's his takeaway. So yeah, there you go. There you go, Trump. But I'll tell you, I will say the genius thing that he did something very fucking brilliant, Stu. He attracted specifically the type of people that don't care about the truth. They just whatever he says is the Bible. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like he purposely tracks people that listen to like buzzwords and they don't give a fuck about looking into anything. I mean, he purposely did that, and he did it very strategically. He knows that he can get up there and basically like fart into the microphone, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, yep, yep."
Yeah.
It's genius, but I don't think there's enough of those people to get him the election this time. I don't.
Hopefully not. No
I
offense.
thought he
But
I thought the assassination attempt was another brilliant move that might have got him the election, but no, it's not gonna help.
I hope not.
I hope.
I grew up in New York. I lived in New York. I've
Yeah,
known him
yeah,
before this whole stuff, and
right.
I've even protested at his at his building.
Oh wow.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get it right this time. But yeah, y'all, that is our show. We do this, guys, every Wednesday, every Saturday at 6:37 p.m. And y'all know what time it is. So we'll see you guys Saturday. Have a great week. High Heeled Gamer. One more time, remind them where to find you.
right there, the high heeled gamer on all platforms. If you want to see my show on YouTube, it's actually the Late Night Nerd Show, the Late Night Nerd Show on YouTube. But everywhere
Oh,
else, it's the high heeled gamer. Thank you.
nice. All right, y'all. Yeah, man. Y'all be safe. We'll see you guys Saturday. Peace.
yes.